Let me go ahead and turn this. Um, all right. For those wondering, you don't have to rally in game. It's not really needed. Uh, Everything is pretty much just going to be virtual today. So I hope that answers your questions. I'm setting a few things up right now, like opening my notes and stuff. Okay. Okay. Good job. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. So we do have a streamer up. That's wonderful. I'll go ahead and post the link and announcement. Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, cool. So I do have a writer. I do have a streamer. This is going good so far. So if you are one of the writers sent from the media team, make sure you do jot down the notes of what we're discussing today. And I'm going to start at exactly 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the dot. So about 3 minutes until we start. Well, yeah, no, we don't have to rally in game. I mean, we could, but I mean, I don't really see a need. You know what? Fuck it. Since everybody wants to rally in the game, we'll just rally in the game. So, everybody go ahead and join training camp. Yeah, let's go ahead and join training camp. So if you're an officer or a SEAL, get all of your guys to rally on training camp. I'm not really looking for rallies here, but since everybody all opted to do it anyway, we might as well go ahead. So for the first time, like meeting history, this is just an address from me, and I will not allow HQ to come up and speak. I have my own things that I want to say to my army without the input from anyone else. But what I will do is mute the game. All right, everybody go to the inspection grounds. Do I not have admin? Okay, I do. All right. Take however long you prefer to rally. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, this is all virtual, but since we're doing this, might as well go the full 9. Excuse me. Okay. One more minute. So again, if you're an officer and such, just go ahead and ping your regiment to rally on the inspection grounds. I'm just going to be going through my notes while you all organize that in game. Like I said, it's not really important, but why not? All right. So since it is 12, that officially kicks off the start of this address. Who did come out and wants to listen to this? Your attendance is appreciated. But as for now, I won't be looking at any comments or anything until after the fact. So don't ping me, don't DM me, just let me flow. So first thing first is I did want to address my absence as of recent. Normally I'm transparent in what's going on with my life. But since about the middle of May, I haven't really addressed this army in any sort of way. So, and yes, this is considered a CA event. Okay. This guy sounds like LeBron. I know I said I wouldn't answer any questions or comments, but I just love reading this stuff. So let's take me back. Let me mute my phone here. It's highly annoying. Let me take you all back to about the middle of May. Uh, I've been dealing with some things going on in my own life in my own time. And can someone explain to me why this guy still has this role? Okay. And basically, I won't go into full transparency here, but I've been on an inactivity notice from around the beginning and middle of May through the beginning of August. And I recently had made my return just short of about 2 weeks ago. And I'm still kind of settling into um, things that are going on in my life. But I chose not to resign, right? And then with the things that were going on in my life, I probably should have. I'll be honest here, but I decided not to resign, retire, whatever you want to call it. But I have been out of touch. I haven't been in active general in about 3 months. And so I just wanted to address you all and allow you all to know that no, I didn't stop caring. I didn't just die. I actually had a lot of things going on. HQ knows this. They know the full understanding of the situation. And that's also another reason why Nate was brought back. I knew I was going through some things and I knew I needed someone to kind of help out when I wasn't there. And I wasn't for a while. So that basically addresses that. I've been gone for those who didn't know. And it was on notice for those who also didn't know. But I'm back now and I plan to fulfill my job and duties to the most in the most efficient way I can. So I just wanted to address that at the start of the meeting. Uh yeah. I just wanted to address that. Hey Trey. I just wanted to address that at the start of the meeting. So let's move on from that. Now that you all understand where I've been, what has happened, and where I'm at now, um, let's move forward to the future of the Army. As you all know, Iron had his own address quite some time back, a few weeks ago. But I wanted to kind of stack another address on top of that. I know a lot of you think Iron has like gone dead. And for the most part, he is MIA. And so is the dev team. And I wanted to address that by basically just allowing you all to have some sunshine on the situation. Right, guys, they're going through a lot. They all live their own lives, their own livelihood, an effort into something that doesn't give them money. So that's why they've basically gone MIA. And it's up to us, the people in the Army, to keep it going. We have to persevere it. There is ads occasionally, but here's the thing: the reality is the CA doesn't make that much money. And here's an even bigger reality: games or groups or communities that aren't simulation-based, tycoon-based games or children grab money games are basically they basically don't make profit on Roblox. So the CA, not just really the CA, but a lot of groups don't make money. And so they can't put time and effort into something that they just don't make money off of. And that's not some pity party. It's just the facts. And like they may do it, but I'm never going to be a guy that is going to, kiss ass for you all to donate to the group. I think there's a better way of keeping groups going on without the need for ads. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Roblox groups have survived for damn near over a decade off of very little profit. Why can't we? And we're a bigger group if you think about that. So, and no, it's not that the devs don't got passion. It's like I literally said, they have lives and they need to put food on their table, and CA simply doesn't do that. That's the fact. So, I mean that to say, I had a HighCom meeting yesterday, to be transparent with all of you. HighCom, there was a representative from each regiment in the HighCom chambers, and we all discussed a proposal of mine. And all of HighCom is going to get together. They're going to present a few maps, guys, with those resources. And basically, what we're trying to do is we're going to have a new raid map. We're starting off with one for now, but the plan is by the end of the year to have multiple good raid maps that is community approved. That's why I'm allowing the community to develop them. HighCom's already on board. So for any of concerns of people who, think that won't work out, Highcom is on board. I already have a couple of maps already in my possession. We're just going to be reviewing them, editing them. I'm going to submit them to local. I've already gotten a go from Iron and him, and we're going to have a new raid map by the time the season starts. So because of that, guys, all right, and I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I can't just give you good news after good news after good news, right? Because I'm trying to make a push for a better and newer map, preferably 360. I have to delay the seasons. And I know that's not preferred, and I'm not going to do it like I did last time, right? Like delaying it 6-7 months. When I say delay, I mean maybe till about middle of October. That's the preferred range right there, about middle of October. If I have to, beginning of November, but really October is where I want to set the season. So I originally wanted to say, because of this new map proposal, I'm not going to do that. And I'm tired of having seasons on a shitty map. So we're going to knock these map things out. We're going to get new maps. We're going to give them to local. And the reason I want the community to do it is because there's going to be an advantages and disadvantages for each regiment and brigade, likely so. So, and for those of you, hold on, like Bill and Nix, for those of you who think Iron has just free time on his hands, right? Like TikTok pays him, like he has to do things that earn money for him. But anyways, getting back on topic here, the community is obviously gonna create a map or submit a map that is biased to their regiment, and that's a good thing because we can take biases from all regiments, and now we have a well-balanced map, regardless of how you decide to play on it. And skill and tactics will simply just be the only variables determining a win. So there's that. All right. So Highcom is gonna get with a few of you guys with skill, right? Some guys are gonna buy a map, some are just gonna use their money for the resources, some are actually gonna develop a map on their own. Once I get everything in my possession, we're gonna get right. Moving on. With the delay of the seasons, I'm not just gonna have a dead spot of nothingness in between. So I want to talk. Hold on. All right. I want to talk about what we're going to be doing in between this. So here's the thing, guys. As you all know, the House of Representatives was formed around April, May. The way that they're trying to take this army, no matter what we do about it, is quite simple. That you all would rather form this into a nation rather than just a community with regiments acting as nations. So what I mean is right now we have a lot of internal fighting. Like when we have PRs, you all raid each other. You all have pleaded for external events since the beginning of time. So I finally will give in, and I'm speaking with a couple of owners right now, and I have big plans for a war coming up. Not just a war, but a few other external events. And I mean army-wide. Like I'm not talking about 2nd Brigade goes to war with a small little group. I'm talking about we have an actual war coming. So stay tuned for that. I'll release dates on that later. But as of right now, to fill this gap of time between now and this season, I will be bringing a Continental Clash back for a part 2. Continental Clash will come back, but I'm going to revise it heavily. So, guys, I want us to actually take the Continental Clash serious. It could be a very great off-season type of rhythm that we have going on, and I'm going to have a regimental base now. So it'll still be hit. If anyone is familiar with the sport of wrestling, you know where I'm about to take this. If you are not, allow me to educate you for about a minute or two. The sport of wrestling goes like this. There are wrestling teams. Let's talk about at the high school level or college. It's the same thing. There are wrestling teams. Let's say if I wrestle for a certain team, yes, that is my wrestling team, but I don't wrestle with them because we all know that wrestling is basically it's an individual sport. So when I'm wrestling someone, I'm not wrestling an entire team of people. It's not like basketball or football where you're going against a team. No, you're going against a particular person. And if I win, that's points forward for my team. And so the Continental Clash will still be individual, like it'll still be individually based. But instead, this time we're having regiments take it'll follow the same point system as wrestling, and I'll release a document later. But let's say if a member from Dragoons beats a member from Rifles, then those points go forward to Dragoons. And we're still going to do first through sixth place. There'll still be individual placers, individual winners. But this time around, there will be regimental winners. And it'll be the top team with the most points will get 3 seasonal advantages that they can use at any point other than the crown season for this upcoming season. So that'll be 3 advantages towards them. And so for those of you who don't know what the Continental Clash is, it's a saber dueling tournament. And that's how it's going to be. But instead this time, I'm going to instead of just allowing it for everyone, get rid of that, bro. Instead of allowing for just anybody to sign up, and we have 20 Dragoons members, but only one from like GMB, I'm going to divide it up. I'm going to divide up the member count by regiment per regiment, and I'll release that information later along with the scoring system. But basically, I'm turning the Continental Clash into a sort of team event, and that allows more regimental game planning for that instead of just, I'm not in the Continental Clash, so I don't care. No, if you're a CO and you have guys who are in the Continental Clash, you should care because their wins count towards you getting an advantage in the seasons, right? And sometimes it can literally come down to you needing to win a certain match for you to have a certain seed, and maybe you don't go against a rifle regiment in the first round of the crown season. Maybe you don't, like certain things might play out to where you need that advantage. And that's why we're doing it this time around, because I want the entire community in each regiment to take part in off-season fun. So that's the Continental Clash. I plan on kicking it off at the end, the last weekend of the month, which I believe is next weekend. So I plan on kicking it off then. If I have to delay a week, I will, for those who are confused. So that's one thing we're doing. Moving forward, quality pings. What buffed? I forgot, Julius. That was a long time ago. Okay, boys. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty. I had a really good conversation with some of HQ yesterday.
Distortion vortex.
Typical. Common.
Yeah.
Common L's.
Common. Transparent with you all here. You see these guys who are in this VC with me right now? These are well-rounded gentlemen. Well, one of them's just an idiot, but the rest of them are well-rounded gentlemen. The other one overseas Mexican, so we don't really care about him.
All right,
But,
you know what?
Chill. And I know a lot of you all have aspirations to become one of these people. Some of you just don't give a shit. Some of you just want to have fun. But some of you genuinely try hard to become HQ. So with that, I'm actually going to create my own personal HQ Academy. And it'll only be ran by me. Solely by me. And I'll release all the information on it later. I gotta get with someone later who's helping me organize things. But I'll submit all of this in a document later on today, and it'll just basically cover everything that there is. And basically, passing or going through my HQ Academy doesn't necessarily mean you're on my list of becoming HQ, but it does give you that edge. Because so many of you say, oh, OG's this, OG's that. Why do OGs keep becoming HQ? That's because I don't have time nor the effort to train someone to become BGen right as I need a replacement. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to do this the smart way, start training HQ members now. Because 6, 7, 8 months from now, you all may be HQ. And I won't have to train you. And along with being HQ, if you get personally trained by me now, just spread it out throughout certain months. I won't have to concentrate everything in one weekend or one day. And you learn tips and pointers from me. And you not only gain the skills and attributes of becoming a quality HQ member, but we all know that becoming a quality HQ member means you have to be quality high comm, you have to be a quality officer. So you're getting the whole 9 in one go. And this will be handpicked. So but don't worry. I have my eyes on quite a few people who have been busting their ass. And the only reason that they are not. Yeah, I remember God. Okay, cool. Oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what we're looking at now. So I have a roster for those of you who don't know. I don't know how transparent I should be about this, but I'm gonna just give it a shot. I have a roster for those of you who do not know of potential HQ members, and I have a plan A and a plan B for each position, including my own. And passing this HQ Academy or going through this HQ Academy would very well potentially land you a spot on that roster. So yeah, I don't really think I should be too transparent about this. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna go into names of who are on those rosters. But for years, you have not known, nobody has known Highcom Academy exists, bro. For real, for real. My academy is going to blow yours out of the water, Jaspy. You're gay. Yeah. So I'm not gonna go into that. I will spread your cheeks, little bro. I bet not catch you in my comments again, or it's finna gonna be over. What? Bro, somebody flame him. All right. Anyways, this is quite a few people in game. So yeah, I have a roster for HQ. And people who are on that roster right now don't even know they're on until they get a DM from me. So I'm gonna just be a little bit more transparent with the army about who's going to be about who's going to be coming HQ instead of just springing it upon you guys, because it just allows you all to be able to work with people a lot more. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, currently about 95% of my backup roster is OGs, and you all don't like that. That's why I'm creating the HQ Academy, because I get to train officers or even NCOs or enlistments to become potential HQ members in the future. So that's just how it is. Moving forward, because I really want to. I'm not going to be too transparent about who's on that list, because I know a lot of people want to know. But if you are on that list, you will receive a DM from me later. And for those who I'm about to handpick for the HQ Academy, you will be handpicked over the next few weeks. Great. So I hope my writer has covered this a lot. I hope whoever's writing down notes, I forgot who his name is. I hope you've been jotting down what I've been saying because I covered my personal address. I covered seasons. I covered the future of us becoming a nation towards the end of the year, fighting primarily external events. I've covered the House of Representatives trying to shape us into a more diplomatic army instead of just a community with regiments. I have received a DM from someone named Jatsby. Oh yeah, I did talk about that, Jats. I'm sure.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I talked about the maps that HighCon is going to be presenting, so we will have a new map or two for skirmishes coming up. And guys, this season, I want us to be able to crawl before we can walk before we can run before we can sprint. So we're going to start off with one map first, and we'll fight the new season on that map. But the potential for this right now is to, in the future, we have different map rotations each season. Meaning, like, you might fight one match on this map, but then the next match, it might rotate to another map that is of quality, that is community approved. So stay tuned for that. I don't want to keep you all too long. I basically addressed everything I need to. I didn't want to send out 20 different announcements basically explaining all of this because I know nobody would care. So I just wanted to get the brunt of people who do read announcements or who do need to know this important information in a VC so you could hear it firsthand. Guys, that's really all for now. I don't know if my HQ members want to say anything, but maybe Jaspy wants to elaborate on the maps if he can. It's up to him. But I've addressed everything that I need to.
Yeah. Just real quick, I guess. We're just gathering around the creative guys in the army. We're gonna let you guys form up however you please. You guys need to be established though, an established group, like have a Discord or where we can recognize that you're a team. Other than that, put your work into it because I'm putting in a lot of fucking Robux. That's it.
Oh, and I did miss one of my points. All right, guys. One of your favorite things in the world, inspections, is coming up soon. Let me check my notes for the date that I wrote down. Okay, so inspections will be taking place on the 2nd. Saturday, September the 2nd. That is the official inspection date. I don't know if you all want to write that down. It would probably be preferred. It would definitely prefer that you do. It'll be a 2-part inspection. I'll get with you guys on that. Mind you, everything will be released in a document later, but I didn't want. Who the fuck are you? Yo, who is this guy, guys? Yeah, get rid of him. There you go. So there's your inspection date. I hope I satisfied everyone here. With that being said, if no other HQ member has anything to say, do y'all?
Yeah, I do. In an hour. Are you hosting that still, Platt?
Wait, say that again?
Are you hosting the line battle still?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Line battle in an hour.
Alright. So, next is me. There has been some assumptions that is made about me that I like to clear these up. These are all lies.
Cap.
They're saying. So these assumptions are that
Spam cap in chat.
I am racist and I am homophobic. I am not any of these things. And
you just failed the sexual harassment test.
Anyone, please stop saying cap in the fucking chat. You fucker. Yo. I'm literally the most anti-racist person in this VC. And I do not advocate for any of that. So literally, God is more racist.
All right, guys. Is that it, guys? Is that all we had to say?
I think so.
All right, guys. You are officially dismissed from this meeting.